The movie begins in the year 1974, where a man named Marty is running a hotel called Sunny Vista with his two children, Wendy and Skeeter. The children help their father to maintain and run the hotel. Skeeter also tells his father about his ideas on how to make the hotel better. We come to know that his father is not a very good businessman, and the hotel is running into losses, and a businessman named Barry offers to buy the hotel. Marty tells him that he always wanted to pass the hotel to his children, but understands the situation and agrees to sell it. Barry tells him that if his son works hard enough one day, he will pass the hotel to him. Barry transforms the hotel into a luxurious one, and 25 years pass by. Skeeter is now working at the hotel as a handyman and does maintenance work. He's a good-hearted person and even helps the guests around there. There is an announcement happening, and Barry announces that this hotel is being closed and a new, bigger hotel will replace it soon. He says that the new hotel will have a secret theme and introduces Kendall as the new manager of the hotel. Skeeter looks disappointed as he thought he was going to be the manager of the new hotel, as he was working very hard since the last 25 years. After the announcement, Barry introduces his daughter Violet to Skeeter. We also come to know that Kendall is engaged with Violet, and this is the reason he got to be the general manager of the new hotel. Next we see that Skeeter has come to his sister Wendy home. They are meeting after 4 years. Wendy has 2 children, Bobby and Patrick, and she's a school principal. Today is Bobby's birthday today, and Skeeter has come for the party. Wendy tells Skeeter that she's being laid off from her job as the principal, and she needs to go out of town to look for a new job. She requests Skeeter to look after her kids for 1 week since she is now divorced and has no one else. Skeeter is not sure that the kids would like to stay with him since they hardly know each other. Wendy says that he has to only look after them at nights since her friend Jill, who also works at school, will be taking care of them till dinner time. Skeeter agrees to take care for them and even tells the kids about it. When Skeeter goes to his car to leave from the party, he meets a woman. She tells him that he has parked his car in 2 parking spots. Because of that, she could not park her car. Skeeter tells her this is the hotel's car, and to avoid getting any scratch on it, he used 2 parking spaces. The woman recognizes him as Wendy's brother and introduces herself as Jill. Jill is not happy with him for being selfish and using 2 parking spaces. Later, Skeeter's friend Mickey tells him that Skeeter should be the one who manages the new hotel and not Kendall. Skeeter agrees with him, but says that he has no choice in this. Next we see that Skeeter has come a bit late to take care of the kids for the night. Jill gives him her phone number to call her for any emergency. When the kids are about to sleep, they ask Skeeter to read them a bedtime story. Skeeter meets their pet Bugsy and is surprised to see how big eyes he has. He does not find anything interesting stories in the books they have and starts narrating them an imaginary story. In the story, he uses all the real characters from his life. He tells a story about a poor farmer who works in the castle and is very hardworking. The king wants to choose a new champion for his castle to run it, and in the story, also he chooses Kendall to do so. The farmer got sad on hearing about this and ended his life by jumping in the crocodile pond. The kids are not happy on hearing the story and say that it does not have a happy ending. Skeeter tells them that in real life there are no happy endings, and this is how the story ends. The kids tell him that his story should be changed a bit and tell him their alternate version. In their story, the king says that he will also give the farmer a chance to become a champion to run the castle since he is also deserving. Everybody in the kingdom celebrates this announcement, and gumballs start falling from the sky, and the story ends. Skeeter hears a bell ring and realizes that it is getting late and tells the kids to go to sleep. The next day, Skeeter brings the kid to his hotel because he has an emergency there. He notices Violet there and asks her to take care of the kids. The emergency is in Barry's room where his TV is not working, and Skeeter goes to his room to fix it. Barry tells Skeeter that his new hotel is this dream project and the theme for the hotel will be based on rock music. Skeeter tells him that a hotel named Hard Rock Cafe already has been using this theme for several years, and it is not new. Barry gets angry on hearing this and calls Kendall to his room. He tells Kendall that is going to give Skeeter also a chance to run this hotel since he has been working very hard from the last 25 years. He also tells him that he made a promise to Skeeter's father a long time. He says that they both can present their theme ideas for the new hotel at his birthday party, and he will choose the winner there. Skeeter is very happy on hearing about this. While going home in his car, he stops at the signal and sees that gumballs are falling from the sky. Things are happening similar to the story which was told last night, and he seems surprised. In the next scene, Jill has brought the kids to Skeeter's hotel since he has a night shift there. He asks the kids whether they experienced anything weird during the day and also tells them about his gumball experience. The kids say that they had a normal day. Later at night, Skeeter again tells them a new story in which he is playing a cowboy. In the story, he is looking for a new horse and goes to buy one. He tells that the seller gives him a red-colored horse named Ferrari for free, and he ends the story. Skeeter is trying to get a free Ferrari in story, so same thing happens in real. The kids are not happy on hearing this story and tell him their version of story. In their story, a young woman is being harassed by bandits, and the cowboy comes to rescue her and saves her. He then takes her to the town and drops her off. When she thanks him and is about to kiss him, a dwarf comes and kicks him, and the story ends. Skeeter is happy that he will at least get a new Ferrari as per the story. Later, Skeeter goes to a Ferrari showroom and meets the same seller from the story. Skeeter tells him to give him the red Ferrari. The person tells him to close his eyes. The person then steals Skeeter's wallet and runs away from there. In the next scene, we see Violet has come out of a club and a group of photographers start harassing her for photographs. Skeeter is driving nearby and he saves her from the photographs. Violet thanks him, and when she's about to kiss him, a dwarf comes and kicks Skeeter, same as the story. When she's about to leave, Skeeter notices that she is driving a red Ferrari and believes that this is how he'll get the Ferrari for free. Violet seems confused when Skeeter asks her to give him the car. She refuses him and goes away from there. Skeeter is also confused. Things didn't happen, same as the story. Later, when Jill comes to pick up the kids, he finds Skeeter upset and asks him what happened. The kids tell Jill that things didn't happen as per his story, but what they told in the story that happened. Skeeter realizes that whatever part of the story the kids tell, only that part comes true. He tells the kids that he has a new story for tonight about hotel themes and tells them to be ready. Kendall meets Skeeter and tells him to stay away from his girlfriend Violet and not use these tricks to get the job of general manager at the new hotel. He tells Skeeter that he will also fail at running the hotel like his father did. Later, Kendall visits the new hotel site and comes to know there's a school there. This school is where Wendy works. Her kids go to school and Jill also works as a teacher. Later at night, Skeeter takes the kids to a terrace for the story time session. In the story, he is playing a warrior who's taking part in the competition in an arena. The warrior jumps over many elephants and wins the competition. The kids feel that the story does not have any romance and they decide to change the story. In their story, after winning the competition, the warrior gets the most beautiful girl in the land and they decide to go on a date. They visit a restaurant where the warrior meets his school friends who used to tease him, but now are jealous seeing him with the beautiful girl. They also go to a beach where he saves the life of a dying man. When they are about to kiss, Lincoln comes and the story ends. Skeeter gets angry on the kids for telling an irrelevant story. The kids get sad after being yelled at and go to sleep. Later, Skeeter goes to the beach and waits for Violet, believing she will meet him here. He runs into Jill, who is out looking for a new job. She is feeling hungry, so they decide to go to a nearby hotel where they meet Skeeter's school friends who had been mean to him. When they meet him and see Jill is with him, they feel jealous, same like the story. Skeeter and Jill go to a beach where Skeeter saves the life of an unconscious man. While talking to Jill, Skeeter realizes that the beautiful girl from story is Jill and not Violet. When they are about to kiss, a Lincoln coin falls on Skeeter, and he tells her this is happening exactly like the story. Jill does not believe him and goes away from there. Later at night, Skeeter tells Mickey that he will tell a new story to kids tonight where he will win the competition in story, so he wins the real one too. This is his last night with the kids, so he has to get the story right. Later, he starts telling the story where it is based in space. He is a space warrior and has come to the arena to win the competition against Kendall in front of everyone. The kids tell that he should speak in an alien language since he is in space. The king announces to win the competition the warriors will fight. The warriors start fighting amongst themselves and Skeeter finally wins the competition. Skeeter then ends the story saying that it is a happy ending. The kids say that the ending is very boring and it's very obvious. They change the story by saying that somebody throws fire at Skeeter and he gets burnt. Skeeter tells them to change the story, but Kid says that happy ending don't happen in real life like he told them. The kids go off to sleep. Next day, Kendall meets Jill and asks her whether Skeeter has told her that the new hotel is being built in place of her school. She is shocked to hear about this. The day of the competition comes and Skeeter goes to the party. He looks scared and is trying to avoid anything with fire. When eating some ice cream, Skeeter doesn't notice a bee on it and gets stung on his tongue. He is unable to speak normally. The competition begins and Kendall is the first one to present his idea. He presents his idea with a song and dance and tells about his theme of Broadway. Barry likes his idea and asks Skeeter to present next. When Skeeter tries to present, he's unable to speak. Mickey says that he will translate and tells everybody about Skeeter's idea. In his presentation, Skeeter says that he will build a hotel based on a theme where the imagination is not limited and everybody comes there to have fun. Barry really likes his idea and announces Skeeter as the winner of the competition. Later at the party, everybody congrats Skeeter, and he is really happy. Kendall also congrats him and tells him he is a bold man since he has guts to shut down his own sister's kids' school for the new hotel. Skeeter is shocked on hearing this and cannot believe this. When he tries to talk to Barry about this, he's unable to do so as his cake arrives. Skeeter notices that the cake has a big candle on it and is afraid that he might get burned because of this. To avoid the situation, he uses a fire extinguisher to extinguish the candle. Barry gets angry and fires Skeeter from his job. Skeeter realizes that things have happened similar to the story and being burnt means that he got fired from his job. Skeeter goes to the school to meet Jill and the kids. He tells them he didn't know that the school was being shut down for the new hotel, but they don't believe him. Later, Wendy comes to meet Skeeter, tells him that she has found a new job outside of town. She thanks him for taking care of the kids. Skeeter tells her that he didn't know about the school and she believes him. After she leaves, Skeeter realizes that he still has time to change his own life and does not need to depend on any story to do so. At the school, everybody's protesting against the demolition and Kendall is also here. Jill goes to the government office to meet Barry and stop him from demolishing the school. When they enter the officer's cabin, they see Skeeter is already there. The government officer is none other than Skeeter's old school friend whom they had met at the restaurant. The officer tells Barry that she has stopped the orders for destroying the new school. Upon Skeeter's request, she will grant him a new prime location to construct the hotel near the beach. Barry is happy on hearing this news since he got a much bigger location and hugs Skeeter to thank him. At the school, Kendall tells everyone to shut down their cell phones as it could be damaged due to the explosions during demolition. Barry informs Skeeter he is unable to call Kendall to tell him to stop the demolition. Bobby and Patrick go inside the school to find a way to stop the demolition. After coming out of the office, Jill realizes her car is towed away. They decide to steal a bike in order to go to the school to stop the demolition. Wendy tells Kendall to stop the demolition since she believes that her kids are inside the school, but Kendall does not believe her. Skeeter rides the bike very fast in order to reach the school. When Kendall is about to press the button to demolish the school, Skeeter reaches there in time and stops him. He also tells that the school will not be demolished, and everyone seems happy on hearing this news. Wendy finds the kids, and they thank Skeeter for saving the school. Jill is also happy and kisses Skeeter. Later, we come to know that Skeeter did not take the new job at the hotel, but has opened a small hotel in his father's name. He is managing the new hotel with Jill and has also given Kendall a job there. Mickey got married with Violet and is managing her hotels with her. Jill and Skeeter also got married and had many kids and are managing their hotel quite successfully and happily.